All right, guys. So this Zoom, the last couple we've been doing have been on like host to post and that kind of thing. And I feel at this point, you should really have that down. You should know how to get people to post things for you. You should know how to message and all of that. So we are getting to the very end of the month. And for some of you, if you're not quite where you want to be, you could be like, well, it's already past the 15th. We're more than halfway through the month. Like, I'll just go for it next month. And that is like really the wrong attitude, because when you really want something, you need to make it happen. It's not going to come next month, because next month is always going to be next month, and it's always going to be next month, and it's always going to be next month, because you're not putting in the time and doing what you got to do and just being ferocious about it. There are maybe some of you who have felt discouraged or let down because you have signed people, or you have people on your team that aren't working, and you get another person that quits and you're like, oh gosh, dang it. Like, why are people quitting? And you focus so much time and energy on that person that's quit instead of focusing more of your intentions on the couple people that are still there. I mean, if you have 20 people on your team and 2 are working, do you realize that you only need 3 legs in your business ever to go ambassador? It takes a couple people to completely change your business. It doesn't take 20, it takes 3. Your business can completely change when you shift your focus from thinking of the negative people who aren't there and focusing all your energy and sadness and time into pulling someone to do the work, instead of even just that one person that wants this, because everything can change with just one. So, how many of you have ever felt discouraged because someone quit? Yeah? How many of you have said at the 15th of the month, I'm not where I want to be, I'll push harder next month? Mm-hmm. How many of you are like, it's so hard. Like, I just don't think I can do this. Like, my dreams just aren't worth it. Put your hand down, Andrea. Your dreams are worth it. It is hard, but your dreams are worth it. So as soon as you hear that, you put beep. What was that? No, it's worth it, because you, your children, everything is worth it. So I know there's times when it's hard, it's frustrating and irritating, and things aren't going right, and you're trying to get to where you want to be, and you're like, why the heck do I keep spinning my wheels? It's because of your mental space. You are only focusing on the negative, and you're allowing that to overcome all the amazing things that you have in front of you. It takes 1 to take your business off. It takes 2 to get you to double. It takes 3 to get you triple and above. So stop focusing on all that negative feelings, and that is pushing your head down to the wrong space, because you're focusing on all these people. You're just going down, down, down. Put your head up and focus on the positive. So there's something that I wanted to share with you, because this is not what I was going to talk about today. It just kind of happened today, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is really good. How many of you have been out in the store and you've seen a child acting buck wild because it wants something? How many of you has it possibly been your child? Mine goes crazy over food. It sees food and okay. So I want you guys to watch this and take note of how you can be when you really want something, okay? Where is it?
More cookies. More cookies. More cookies. Come. More cookie. More cookie. Wait. More cookie. More cookie. More cookie. More cookie. More cookie. Oh, dear, Mommy.
Let me hold you.
Yeah.
Okay.
More cookie. More cookie. Oh, we're done. A big.
Oh, you don't want me to hold you anymore?
Yeah. Hug. Oh, good.
Catch something? Hmm?
Hey there.
Hey. Hey, Misha.
I just got off of work. I'm still going to the parking garage. Did
Okay.
I miss anything?
You'll see it.
Okay.
You just missed me sharing my screen of Ezra being unapologetically persistent. I'll send you the video when we get off.
Okay.
So, did you guys learn anything? How many times did he ask? I tried to ignore him. I put my back to him. He grabbed me by my dress and pulled me. I still wasn't close enough. He pushed me and he was like, come on. Like, he wanted what he wanted. If he could have climbed up on the counter, he would have done it himself, but he needed me to do it. He needed me to get him up there, and then he grabbed it. He knew what he wanted. He had the goal, and he wasn't going to stop until he got it. Can you learn something from a child? In the store, they are acting a fool. They don't care who's watching. They're shouting it out. Yes, I want the Barbie. What do you want? And then he got it. And he was smiling. And I said, do you want me to put you down? Of course. He said, of course. And he was happy as he could be. Your goal is bigger than a cookie. Your goal is financial freedom. What is your goal? Do you even know what it is? Do you have an end game? Or are you just in here doing things because people tell you to post? If you don't have an end game, if you don't have a goal in mind, where are you going? There was no way that child was going to bed or going to stop until he got that cookie. He knew what he wanted. He saw the bag. He went after the bag. And he said, oh, big, because he got it. How's it going to feel when you hit your promotion and that paycheck hits your bank account? You're going to be like, oh, big, yes. Are you going to be so excited and proud of yourself? So this is where the beginning is coming from. If there are people on your team that don't have the vision, or they're not working, or they don't know what they're doing, that should not stop you from your goal. You push and you push and you push until you get to where you want to be, because your goal is your goal. Your end game is your end game, and you do what it takes to make it happen. So there's going to be times in promotions you build people because they're not working, and you're going to be irritated because you're doing all of this work. But in the end, who's the one that gets the biggest piece of the pie and the biggest reward and the biggest accomplishment? It's you. And that doesn't mean that it's always going to be that way, but sometimes for you to get where you need to be, you have to grit down, do the dirty work, and just get it done. Can I even tell you how many people I've built to diamond that did not do a dang thing? Did I complain? Because in the end, I went double, I went triple, got, it's like, I got myself where I needed to be. So don't be ashamed of getting your hands dirty and getting in there and doing the grunt work, because it's for you. It's for your goal. It's for your family. They're the one that's going to benefit the most. And your prez. Yeah. I'm over here talking about goals, not mine. It's okay to dream big. But you can totally get anywhere that you want to be in this business if you're willing to put forth the effort. So there's a couple things that I want to tell you that you can do to make sure that your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted. So number one, as I showed you in the beginning of this month, count your time. It is not your upline's job to tell you what you need. It is your job. You need to know what you need. You need to know what your team needs and move on, especially if you have like executives, rubies and stuff like that. They haven't been in this business long enough to know how to calculate their own volume. You need to have direction for your team. So calculating your volume and telling your team where they need to be. Second, so you need to be telling your team what they need to be doing. And the second part is you need to be watching and making sure that things are going according to plan. So if there are orders that have not gone through, or they are something was returned, you don't do that at the 15th of the month. You check that daily, so you can be on it daily and be like, okay, well, that 400 box that I was expecting is now, they just got a $90 return. So now they're 90 under. I need to make sure that they know that, and that's their goal, to fix that 90. Because you don't want to be in the 25th of the month and be 90 or having missed stuff everywhere all over your chart, because that's going to make you miss it. So if you check it daily, you are on it daily, and it tells you where that LC is on your chart. It tells you where it's at. So that even helps you even more to know where like the declines are and everything. So you need to be checking that daily, letting your team know if there's an LC that came in. You go tell them, oh my gosh, you're only 500 more away from Ruby this month. We've got this. And you keep telling them where they're at, what they need. That's going to get them excited, because there's no way they're checking that, because they don't even know how to check it. So you as a leader, be on top of that and help your team. If you don't have a team yet, this is really good life lessons for you right now to know that that's what you're going to do when you have a team. There's something in the chat. Working on helping my team with charting for them, inform the volume needed, how many 120 BV orders, that's it, and divide it and figure out how many orders an average that needed per day. Does that make sense? Yes, and that was actually one of the other things that I was going to talk about. So when you know what you need for your promotion, let's say you only truly have 3 working people on your chart. Let's say you only have 3 working people. You take your in-game volume, you divide it by how many days are left. So say there's 10 days left in the month, and you divide it by those 3 people. So it's not all on you. It's divided by the amount of people that are working. And that's how much volume you need per day for the rest of the month to make sure that you're hitting your mark and hitting your promotion. So there might be days where you're less in that daily BV total that you needed, and there's going to be days that you have more. But when you have a goal, your team knows where they're going, and you know exactly what you're needing, that's going to help you hit it. And it's also going to help you when you know where those few people on your chart are working. It's also going to tell you where it is on your chart that's lacking, that you have to focus more attention on. So if you've got this side working pretty good, and you've got a couple leaders doing their jobs and they're enrolling and all that, then you can focus on the other side that's a little bit weaker and start throwing in volume there to make sure that you're hitting your mark. Does this all make sense? Okay. There was something else that I was going to say. I should take notes. I really should. So yeah, you want to make sure that you're knowing exactly where you need to go so your team follows suit. So not only do you need to know where you're going, but you can't expect things to happen without you doing it first. You can't be looking on your downline activity and be like, where's that BB at, yo? Why aren't you guys working? How much BB have you brought in? You can't expect your team to do it if you're not doing it. But if you are, good for you. That's amazing. Keep working at your pace that you're working at, and you are going to bring in those teammates that are worthy of your leadership, worthy of your team. But if it's not right now, you keep hustling to get where you need to be. So there's a couple things that you need to ask yourself. Like, if I'm not where I want to be in, I'm not making that paycheck that I want to make. So say you really, 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 really want to go diamond so bad. You just want to be a VIP so bad in the company and a number one top percent in the company. Like, you just really want to be there. Can you look at Mark Pentecost in his face and say, I deserve you to sign me a $2,000 paycheck right now based on my work ethic? And be willing to show it, proof, what you're doing. If you're not able to do that and feel confident about it or show the proof of what it is that you're doing, then now is the time to get it in gear and decide that this is where things change and you are going to get it to where you need to be. Because a $2,000 paycheck truly just does not happen. It does not fall in your lap unless someone's building your chart for you and then you don't deserve it. But that's who am I to say? But if you really want to go for it and you want to make that $2,000 a month, you have to put in that $2,000 a month work ethic. Because if that is your end game, you have to be working at that pace to get that paycheck. You can't be working like a distributor, barely getting out 15 messages a day, and then why am I not where I'm at? Every single time I ask someone or I'm having a conversation with someone, they said, I'm not signing and I'm getting really disappointed. I am doing everything. And I say, send me your messages. Show me what you're saying. Maybe I can just help you tweak your conversation to help you. Guess how many messages I can get back? 1, maybe 2. There's like no conversations going there. Because if I said, take me to your messages on Instagram and screen record and show me, because it'll show me the times and the days and everything. The last time you messaged, they're not willing to do that. Why? Because they're not putting in the work. So do not dare go to anybody and complain about a paycheck not being where you want to be when you are not putting in the work at all, not even close for that paycheck amount. And if there's a big goal that you're working for, you put in double, triple, quadruple amount of the effort to get where you want to be, because that's the paycheck you are going to get with that work ethic. I was a distributor working at my pace, hammer it down every single day. I came to bat every single day without stopping, relentless, going after what it is that I set my goal to. And every time I hit that goal, I made another one. And I made another one, and I made another one, and I built, and I built, and I built, and I never stopped, and I never complained if I built someone and they didn't do anything, because I got where I wanted to be. I got there, and I am unapologetic about where I am. And I don't care that I stayed up some nights at 3 o'clock in the morning answering phone calls, and Tyler was laying right next to me, and he had to get up in the morning for work. I was like, yes! I'm here. You want to buy Fat Fighters? Okay, I'll put in the order. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. This makes sense. I didn't care. I didn't care. So make your decision. Are you going to do it? Are you going to put in the work? If you are going to decide that right now, in this moment, that you are going to stop being lazy, stop being complacent, put in the work, decide on your goal, work towards that goal, and make it happen, I want you to put a number 1 in the comments. If not, stay quiet. I'll see you. Okay, yeah, Kalila, I see you, boo-boo. Yes! Yes! I love it. For those of you who are not willing to put in the work, please just, all I ask of you is don't complain. I'm not asking you to stop. I'm not asking you to do anything else. But if you're not willing to work for the paycheck that you want, just don't complain about it, and we are good to go. We're golden. Let me see, Jordan, Leslie, everybody's saying number one. So what happens if I reach out to you in a month from now and you're like, yeah, not really. I'm like, you told me. You remember that Zoom on July 22nd at approximately 7:55 Eastern Standard Time that you told me that you decided and you were going to do it? Now it's a month later. Where are you? What's happening? You're waving the red flag. You gave up. Why? So don't. When you decide, that's it. There's no chickening out. There's no falling back. There's no quitting. You didn't give up. Can we give a round of applause for Sharon? Good job, Greg. You didn't give up. She got it, Claire. She got her one in. You have to decide now and keep moving forward with it. And don't be mad at your team. Don't be mad at anybody else. Get your goal in your mind and run towards it ferociously without being caring what other people think. Be unapologetic about what you got to do to get there. Use Ezra as your inspo. He was driving me crazy, and I let him have the cookie because he wanted it so bad. So I would love for you, once this video is uploaded or in our chat or anything like that, yeah, let's do it in our chats. I want you to tell me what goal you are going for. So say you are going for diamond, you're going for double, you're going for ruby, you're going for triple, whatever it is that you are going for, I want you to find another ruby, executive, emerald, diamond, double diamond, triple, presidential, ambassador, and whatever goal you are going for, I want you to find that other person that's already hit that rank in this company and message them and ask them what their daily 6 list is, what they did to get there. You might look at that list and be like, holy poop emoji, that's a lot of work. I wasn't ready for that. But you decided, so you're like, all right, if that's what they did to get there, I'm gonna do it too. And you follow that daily 6 list daily. Or you might look at that list and be like, girl, I've already been doing that. I've been working this thing, like I got this. Then yes, keep it up because you're going and you're heading in the right direction. Oh wait, what's this? Who's double? Yes! We got Saray going double, Katie going double, Jenny, but she ain't on here going double. She's visiting her family going double. Jordan going triple. Yes, Kalila going diamond. We got so many awesome things going on in here. So I want you to find that person. It doesn't have to be on this team. Broaden out. Go to other teams. Go onto our big team page, the diamonds page, and ask who's been gone ruby, who's gone emerald, who's gone diamond, and then whoever comments on it, ask them if you can send them a message and find out what it is that they did to get there. And I want you to share what you found out, because when all the pieces come together, what all these people are doing, you can create your own 6 list of all that information, and we are going to have so much awesome little niblets that there's no excuse. There's like everyone telling you like, this is the serving platter I used to get, and this, and you have so many options. You're like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Like I am like at a feast right now. I'm so full, and you're gonna know exactly what it is that you need to do to get where you need to be. There's the comments going on. Yes, there's a lot of people on this team, but I would really love for you to go outside of the team. Make friends, little birdies. It's okay. You can reach out to other people and fly. Ask the questions, and then every single person that said, oh, I need to take a picture of that. So all these little pretties that said number 1, I'm going to take a picture of it. And if you don't come back with your homework assignment, you're out of the nest. Just kidding. kidding. Taking a picture. I'm excited of all these ones. Okay. So everybody good on their homework assignment? You're going to find that person that's the goal that you want to reach. They've already hit it, and you are going to do your homework, find out what it is that they did to get there, and you're going to share it with us, what you found, and maybe even tell us what it is that they're doing that you're not doing, that you're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense, that I'm going to try incorporating that in starting tomorrow. Okay? We still have a good amount of time left in this month, and it's not over until it's over. So hit it. Okay. Oh, and then I know it's 8 o'clock, so we're done. It's done. But starting next week, my meetings go from Thursday night to Monday night. So we're not going to be able to have our Monday night calls anymore. But I was wondering if Sunday night before the family call, that maybe we could do it instead, because most people usually are just relaxing on Sunday, and then we could watch the family call together as a little family. Yeah? Yeah? I'll be there. I'll be there. Okay, cool. Yes? Okay, awesome. We got a lot of yeses. Okay, so starting next week. So not this coming Sunday, because that, like, we've already done our training this week, but the following Sunday. What date is that? Was that in August? Ooh, that's a little too long. I don't think I like that. We might do it this Sunday. We might just have 2 Zooms this week because I don't like going that long. So we'll do it this Sunday. We'll double it up this month to keep our talks going. Okay, but I will put in a reminder in the team page, because we're used to our Monday nights, and I don't want anyone to forget. But we are going to hop off now. I'm so excited for your homework assignments. I can't wait to hear what you guys learned. Yes! Okay, guys, have a great night, and we will talk tonight. See ya!